himself.
Just sprinting around.
Yeah, that's crazy. Appreciate you, bro.
What's up, dudes? It's Quinton Griggs here.
And I'm Christian Plourde, otherwise known as Sevryn.
So,
All right, Q. Let's do this, bro. So obviously when I moved out here, I was 19 years old, which is young for a lot of people, but I know you were even younger. So how was that to move out here this young? What brought you out here, and what was that like?
I was 16.
It's young, bro.
That shit was wild.
It's young, bro.
Like, I mean, no one. I don't think any of us in this social media, TikTok industry, influencer thing really planned on any of this kind of shit happening to begin with. So, I mean, like, for me, it was just like, I grew up playing football. So
Likewise.
that's all I wanted to do was just play football. And then I fucking got injured, tore my ACL, started the social media shit. And like, really, I only really started it because like everyone else was doing it. Like, I mean, you go on, you would see like all the boys like Jaden and Anthony, and they were all on that like lights out tour thing. And I was just like, man, I could do this shit. So,
Yeah, bro.
You know
I was
what I'm
the same way. I was playing basketball, bro. I broke my foot, and somebody in my college dorm, I only have one semester under my belt, had like one of the girls in my hall was like, "You look like you'd be a TikToker."
Dude, literally, one of the
what's
girls,
a TikToker,
one of the
bro?
girls that I was talking to, we weren't like serious, but she's like a homie since like forever, and she was like, "Bro, you need to get on TikTok."
Yeah, he's like, "What's TikTok, right?"
Yeah, I was like, "What, bro?" I went on there and I like joined. I think I literally joined Huddy's live like first time ever. Yeah. He was like making all this money, bro, and I was like, "What?"
Yeah, bro.
I'm fucking doing that shit.
But you were 16, bro. That's like a culture shock. I mean, like,
No,
when I was 16, I was worried about, science class and getting my permit, dog. And you're coming to LA, which is like,
I was a freshman
dream
in
for
high
some
school.
people.
Freshman in high school. I mean, we got lucky because of COVID.
right.
So like it was, I started the whole influencer thing in like summer of 2019. Through the fall, I gained like 700 something thousand followers on TikTok. I went up to like 300K on Instagram.
Yeah.
Before 2020 even hit, and I started like halfway through 2019, and then by March 2020, fucking COVID hit, so we were all out of school.
Damn, bro.
And I was like,
Bro, you're 16 with that many eyes on you, bro.
no, that's a lot.
I remember, bro, I was playing, some high school basketball games. We had
a lot.
1,000 people pull up, and I get nervous.
Because
bro.
I
don't know
mean,
what that's
well,
like
it
with
was
that many
weird.
people.
It was weird because like whenever I like blew up, really, I didn't never stay home.
Right.
Like I was always out here. So,
Yeah.
but I mean, bro, North Carolina compared to LA at 16 is fucking.
You go from like some beautiful southern hospitality to like the
like
crazy
everyone's
lifestyle.
like yes ma'am, fucking sweetheart, like, calling you baby at the Bojangles drive-thru. Like,
yeah,
the
bro,
like, oh,
exactly.
thank you,
dog.
baby.
You got Waffle House down there, bro.
It's just
Come
how
out here
it
and
is. And then I come out here. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like everything centered around like LA and Hollywood. On like the media is supposed to like it feels fake. Like it feels like unobtainable.
Yeah.
So I mean, I guess everybody's first time coming out to LA is like, holy shit, like this is fucking crazy. I never want to leave this shit. Like, but I mean it changes quick.
It does, bro.
Like all the partying and shit. Like I mean, you put, for instance, like the Sway shit, bro. You put like.
You talk about that, bro, because you rented like the biggest house.
Yeah, dude.
At the time, for a 16-year-old, like that's pretty crazy, bro.
I was 16. I mean, you put fucking 8 or 9. 19 to 16 to 20-year-olds in a house with no fucking supervision.
Yeah.
In that fucking Bel Air.
Dude, and it's like you guys were like the frat house.
Yeah, it was a fucking frat house. But like
dude. With it's like a lot of people, I mean, if they had that college experience, they know how hectic frat houses can be. But think about it. You guys are the most desired boy group of your generation in this year. You're in a multi-million-dollar property. There's a bunch of things coming through the house that a 16-year-old probably shouldn't be around.
Mm-hmm. No, exactly.
And it's like you're going
That's
from.
what I'm saying. It takes a
lot on
It takes a lot out, man. All the partying and trying to keep relationships out here suck, dude. Because everybody wants something. Like, you know what I'm saying? And where I'm from, it's like way more personal. Like we don't just like get it and dip.
Yeah, bro.
Like we're like building the relationship.
Especially you football player, bro. Teammates, bro. You build a brotherhood. A football.
Exactly.
I feel like
I had
example
like, for example, like I had the same fucking team since 5 years old till I was 12.
Right.
I grew up with those boys. Like
I don't think a lot of people know how good you were at football too, bro.
Man, I was cold. I was not gonna lie.
I remember we had that talk because I was telling you about how I played football and stuff and with the teams that I played for. And I remember he was like, "Oh yeah, bro, look me up." I was like, "Oh
yeah." My high school had a huddle and everything on me, bro.
Yeah,
it was
bro.
fun.
1,000%.
But coming out here at 16, definitely not something that any normal person should endure. I don't think.
If you were to have a kid
'Cause-
and he told you at 16, I want to move to LA, and he had a similar
I mean,
situation,
I
how
don't
would you
know,
feel?
bro. Because I mean, that comes on like how my parents were too. Like they're always like, I will not, whatever you want to do in life, we will not hold you back.
Same
and
here.
that was the same kind of thing that they had with me. Like it took a lot of convincing, but once they saw like that it was kind of working and had something there, that they were just like,
Yeah, my dad started touring when he was young, so he knew what it was like to go around the country.
Yeah.
And everybody in my family was super supportive of me dropping out of school.
Yeah, I mean, I
and
wouldn't
coming.
be. I don't know how comfortable I would be with it, but I'd have to let them. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody's got to learn for themselves. Dude.
Yeah, everyone, you got to learn. I mean, and that's how I grew up too. Like, it was just kind of like, get hurt. Oh, don't do that shit again.
Yeah, exactly. Right? It's like you touch the hot pan. It's like I learned not to touch the hot pan.
Yeah.
But bro, we're gonna talk about that mental toll that it takes on people throughout this, and I'm sure. I mean, I have some crazy experiences. Like I said, I was 19, so I had a semester of college under my belt, so I had understood what the party lifestyle looked like and people. And I think from 16 to 19. You're 19 now, right? It's a big jump, obviously.
Fuck.
It's 16 to 19 is a big jump, bro. And even for me, like, I'm happy that God gave me what I had when I was 19, because I think if I was 16, I would have fallen for a lot more. And even as a 22-year-old man now, I can see how much that 3 years made. Like when you turn 22, where you're gonna be like, I didn't know anything at 19. So
yeah, I didn't know shit at 16.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I mean, I just come out here and it was just like, fucking, it's Hollywood. You know what I'm saying? You walk down. Like you go to any kind of party here, and it's just like you could have the biggest movie stars in the world right next to you.
And the thing is, like,
shit's just,
you don't realize it, but like, you're one of them.
Yeah.
To some people, you know what I mean? You might not be Brad Pitt in that moment, but at the point, it's like a lot of people look up to you. Like I'm sure you've had a million people ask for pictures. I mean, we've both been in public relationships. You know what it's like for people to take something from your personal life away from you.
Yeah.
And it takes a toll on your mental health, bro. So I'm excited to kind of talk to you about that.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, bro.
What is this one? Oh shit! Well, I mean, how have we grown? How have we grown or changed since moving here?
Dude, how have we grown, bro?
Shit.
For me, I felt like I was grown as a 19-year-old. I was very independent. I have a twin brother.
I think we all,
But now that I have 3 years on my belt, bro, it's like, obviously when it comes to like finances, I'm independent, and you got to book your own doctor's appointments. Those are different things that I think everybody grows up with. But how have I changed, bro, is I see people differently. And I think you can probably relate to this too. If you were to be, 16 to 19 in North Carolina, it would have been a completely different growing up than 16 to 19 in LA.
Yeah, dude.
So it's like I'm more careful who I give my time and energy to. You have to earn my trust and love. Really? But at the same time, my whole goal is just I want to leave people better than I found them. And I think over the past 3 years, I've really found that passion and like I really want to help others. And whether it's music, I think that's the best therapy.
Pretty much like the exact same thing for me, to be honest. But I mean, fuck, dude. I mean, I was immature as fuck thinking back at 16, dude.
But you can't beat yourself up for that, though. We all were when we were 16.
Yeah. There's like just no reason why I should have been out in LA at 16, I feel like. But it did show me a fuck ton, dude. I mean, like you said, I look at relationships completely different now.
Bro, you as a 16-year-old is probably, with the shit you dealt with and went through, is probably, I would argue personally, is more mature than what some people experience in their 20s. You're 16 in the hot spot of the entertainment hot spot of the world.
I mean, I had a girl. It was public.
Got 10 million eyes on you, bro.
Like, yeah, dude. I mean, that shit was crazy. I mean, I definitely do look at. I guess the main thing now is just I'm a lot more careful now. Like I'm not as open as I used to be.
Likewise.
'Cause like, dude, I mean, when I was in North Carolina and like growing up and shit, I was like a happy-go-lucky motherfucker, dude.
Bro, me too, dog.
I was like out. All of my teachers were always like, "Dude, Q, like
great kid,
you're a fucking great kid. Like you're gonna do something, bro." But now it's like, fuck, dude. Like having all the people, having like to worry about so much of what people want to say or do say or
you gotta walk a fine line sometimes.
Yeah, yeah, man. Yeah. It's like, and just like relationships out here suck.
They do, bro.
Fucking suck.
So I don't think a lot of people know, bro. Like, obviously, you moved out here in the content house and had a similar experience, But instead of living with a group of guys, I was living with a group of girls who were all became like my sisters, and you had known one very well, and a few other people did. But Sabrina was coming over all the time, and my first guy friend, obviously living with a bunch of girls, was Cooper, because he was dating Sabrina at the time. And
same.
I think your house was so desired after, and you guys were careful already who you brought over, and there wasn't many people coming through at that point.
Yeah.
I remember Cooper was like, "Oh, I got to introduce you to my two friends." It was you and
Jay.
Jaden.
Yeah.
And you guys were super accepting of me, bro. I mean, we hung out every day for like a couple weeks at one point.
Yeah, dude. I mean, it's just, I guess it's just how we were brought up. It's way different.
East Coast, bro.
On the East Coast.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, Jay's from Tennessee.
You cherish those relationships, and you never I don't give a fuck what you do, dude.
Yeah.
Like that's one thing, bro. Everybody's always like, "Q, how do you meet all these people, all these like big famous people, and you keep your cool?" I'm just like, dude, they're fucking normal.
They're humans, bro.
Like they don't fucking. They probably didn't mean to have this shit neither, bro. They're just like dealing with it.
They just did what they love, and like, I think once you have sat in your shoes and my shoes and other people's shoes, you realize that like everybody's human, bro. Like status, clout, fame, it doesn't mean anything. Those people just long for a meaningful relationship. And I think anybody that chases clout either doesn't have it or hasn't been there yet. You know what I mean? But with that first experience, bro, I remember I'm meeting Coop, how cool he was, how down to earth he was, and he was like, I remember Sab wanted me to hang out with him because she saw that, as a sober human and everything, and we formed a quick bond, and I remember he brought Jaden over, and Jaden had talked about you. He was like, bro, you gotta meet my buddy Q, and you guys were living, in West Hollywood. Yeah, exactly.
That was whenever we were right above Mel's, right?
Yeah, and so I remember.
Didn't you come over and we were like freestyling?
Yeah, bro.
Shit.
So a lot of people didn't know I was like interested in music, bro. And I remember that's how we hung out because, you, Jaden, and Cooper had this like trio where like y'all kept to yourself in a very cool manner. And I remember Jaden had come to my crib and he was playing some of his music, and my manager had walked up to him, and I had heard Jaden could freestyle, and so we went up to the roof and we were just like, Hollywood Hills, bro, such a dream, bro. Hollywood Hills mansion on the roof, everybody's just having a good time,
looking down on fucking sunset.
And I remember I freestyled, and he was like, "Run that shit back. What the fuck?"
I think we were all fucking shocked as hell when you started freestyling, bro.
Yeah.
I know I was. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, bro. I haven't even done it for the internet and shits too. I want to go on one of them talk shows, bro, like a Sway in the Morning, just like, what the fuck is this kid doing?
Going like fucking, what is it?
But we started hanging out, bro, and we all started talking music and stuff, and you guys had put me onto a lot of Juice WRLD, and I didn't realize how good of a freestyler he was until you exposed me to that culture.
Bro, like,
and what I love about Juice's music too is like, some people rap about the wrong things or promoting the wrong things. Bro, I would argue, is one of the first people that has spoke out about like mental health and how he dealt with things mentally and spotlighting drug addiction and regular addiction, relationships. Yeah. And so I think when you guys showed me that, I think maybe you guys were relating to a bit of it.
Oh, a lot. Yeah, man.
Speak about that, bro. Like, what drew you to him?
Juice? Shit, man. I mean, before Juice, it was X. So, like, I mean, his whole fucking 2 or 3 year reign was very impactful on my life.
You think he was the first person that wanted you to get into music or got you to get into music?
Oh yeah, 100%. I mean, I don't know. Did you hear all those earlier records that we were doing, dude?
I still have them on my phone, bro. Dude, I remember we'd go to Sound Factory and I would sit in the back, bro, and you guys would hop in there and yeah, bro.
Dude, we were just freestyling shit. But everything was like old boom bap stuff.
Yeah, bro.
But dude, just something like X's like fucking emotion. Everything was just so fucking. So if it was his scream shit, if it was his softer melodic stuff, it was like you could just feel the emotion in everything. So
back in there, bro, y'all recording Catch a Vision, dog.
Oh yeah, Catch a Vision, Catch a fucking Vision, yeah.
I remember sitting in the back, these motherfuckers cooking. I'm like, hey, shit.
I know, it was on Open Book. Cut me up and take a look. I should be an open book for everyone around me who will pay. They likes to give a fuck.
Bro, I don't think people know, bro. You had some rap bars too, bro.
There was some hard shit.
Yeah, bro.
There was some good stuff.
But that was like the start of our friendship, bro. And like, I mean, I don't even know if I've told you that. Like, y'all were like my first 3 homies out here. You took good care of me. You always bring me to the studio. Like, I'm just a new kid here. I mean, I'm obviously on social media, and like I'm bigger in my hometown and on the East Coast, but like LA, I'm not a big fish. You know what I mean? And you guys are the hottest thing. And I mean, we all bonded over. Me and Jaden was basketball and music, and then me and you was football, and me and Cooper were just a lot of lifestyle things, relationships, and I think I had a different relationship with all 3 of you guys, but you were so welcoming, and it was good for my mental health when I got here. I was like, damn, I met a good group of guys.
Yeah, and that was another thing too, is I feel like it's just knowing that you were so new to everything.
Yeah, and I appreciate that.
Like with me, with me like coming out here, like I didn't have none of like I love them to death, but none of those guys were like really helped me out and like guided me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was
I
just,
think you all were figuring it out together.
yeah,
bro.
we were all kind of figuring it out, and the way it was figured out was just not right. Going out,
trial
like,
and error, dog.
Yeah,
you know
dude,
what I'm saying?
just like partying and fucking. It's just not.
I think
not
well that I
really
came out
cool.
here with obviously being sober, never touching anything, and I think I had like you guys were all young, you know what I mean? Young, 16, 17, 18.
I think I was 17 when we met.
I got out when I was 19. I had kind of like I mean, you're 19 now, you can tell, you know, you've matured in a lot of ways. And I think I had a bit of a different head on my shoulders. So when I came with you guys, I necessarily didn't have to go through the mistakes. And I think you guys all took me in as like even though y'all are younger than me, we're like, let's help them not make the same fucking mistakes we made, you know?
Real, dude.
And I appreciate that, bro.
Yeah, always.
Yeah. All right, bro. I think we're gonna have two different answers, and I think this is an important question, you know, for anybody listening and watching. But I'm curious to have your answer too. How do you find balance between, you know, your music, your relationships, and self-care, of course, which I think is the most important?
I mean, yeah, I mean, like you were saying, I mean, we are still pretty damn young out here. Like I've been out here for 3 years, but
Still figuring it out as we go, bro.
Yeah, dude. I mean, it's a struggle, like, cause you got to deal with everybody. Like, being in the public image, you got everybody else's opinions on things.
It's hard.
I mean, you got your own fucking opinions on things. You got like.
And as an artist, bro, you can be a perfectionist at the time and beat yourself up.
Yeah, man. Oh, I'm the worst, dude. I'm the fucking worst, dude. I beat myself up so goddamn much.
Dude, I haven't released in 2 years because I want to make my next one perfect. You know what I mean?
Literally, like, I mean, it takes for fucking ever.
Yeah.
But, dude, I mean, balancing that stuff is, I mean, it's a work in progress.
I think for me, bro,
honest.
growing up, I was super organized, and I think what I'll talk about later, my mental health was, I had like OCD, which a lot of people,
Oh, dude, I'm fucking bad.
they think it's like a clean thing or like a colors and organization.
It's not.
It's not, and I'll explain that my troubles with it, you know, in a bit. But I think having an organizational structure for me has always worked.
That's what I was about to, I was just thinking structure. Like,
Bro, that's what I literally
it.
have to treat social. Like a lot of people think like we wake up at 1 p.m., do nothing and get paid. And it's like, it's not that at all. A lot of people don't realize the amount of, like, if you want a 30-second clip, sometimes you have to film for 5 hours.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, or if
in order to get it to fucking.
dude, a
like,
2-minute song
go,
you work on for a week.
Because, I mean, also, like, the media is way different now, dude. Like, the
Nail on the
shit
head with that one, bro.
The shit that goes, you know what I'm saying? And people are fucking ruthless, dude. Like,
Bro, where, like, I'm
motherfuckers
from
just be
Boston.
fucking
A
saying
lot of shit
shit.
that's said there can fly. That wouldn't fly in the media. Or, like, same thing with the Carolinas and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like growing up, I think we've had to make that shift of, like, I want to make sure I'm treating everybody fairly, equally.
Yeah,
I'm acknowledging
exactly,
everything.
exactly.
And I think for a
That's a
19-year-old
lot,
kid,
bro.
that's tough, bro.
It's a lot. I mean, I was doing it at 16, bro. Like,
That blows my
what
mind,
I'm
bro.
saying?
Because like I said, when
Like-
I'm 16, I'm worried about my homework,
Yeah.
not 5 million people
no, literally,
watching me.
bro, I remember, like, I still remember sitting there fucking, I'll be live, doing homework live on TikTok.
That's madness, bro.
like,
That's
stupid,
madness.
dude.
He's like, y equals mx plus
No,
b.
literally, it was like those equations.
Yeah,
bro. I
bro.
was a freshman.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah,
He's like, how do I foil, bro? You know what I mean?
I'm sitting there, like, asking people.
That's
what's
funny,
the answer?
dude.
Yeah.
I remember, bro. When I started going live, bro, I actually had some homies that I had to say, like, hey, like, chill out with some of that stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that's not cool and things, and it's tough. But, I mean, we talk about structure. I think the best way I balance everything, I mean, and like I said, when you start music, you got to find your way in it, your sound, everything.
Exactly.
That's structure. Then we get in relationships. Me and you, I think we've both made mistakes as humans, and we've both made, you know, we've let the public get into something that was super private, and that's what
Yeah.
I mean by that.
Yeah.
And I think that
Yeah.
takes a toll on you that not a lot of people watch, and which sucks, which I don't know if you can relate to, is a lot of people make shit up about your own relationship.
Come on now.
And like, not only do you start to
on
believe
now.
it, but like, it's like, how are you going to tell me I'm a bad person? You don't even know what
Yeah,
happened.
you don't even know.
And it's
anything, 100%.
And I look at these A-listers who go through public relationships, and I'm like, I don't even know the half of it. They didn't know the half of me, and I saw what it did to me, and it's like, I don't even know the half of it. So it's like, I think I've learned to publicly and privately keep my relationships. Like, release, like, I want to show off
yeah,
whoever I'm with.
100%. Yeah.
But I want to keep some things private.
Yep. Yep.
And then for my self-care, bro, I take a lot of nights to myself.
Did I? Yeah. Yeah. I mean, shit, you won't really see me out much.
I don't anymore, bro, and I think that's a mature thing in some ways for you.
Yeah, it is, but also it's so weird out here, dude, because in order to fucking be out there and be connected and be in the circles and have all the fucking collabs and people thinking about you,
have to network, bro.
You gotta be out there in these parties and like
how would I know you if we weren't partying?
No, literally.
How would I like y'all are some of like the dopest people I've met, and how would I know you if you didn't come to the party?
Yeah.
If I didn't live with a bunch of people who party, it's like, or how would I know my producer if I didn't meet certain people, if I didn't network at that event? Like, dude, it's tough.
And
you almost got to do your homework out here now.
Yeah, dude. And I don't know, man. Like going out every night and it's like it's the same thing. You drinking, freaking whatever.
Right.
Like you got all these people around you. Like
you talk about the toll that takes on you, because as for me, which a lot of people don't know, 22 years, no alcohol, never tried to drug,
dude.
never tried to vape. You know, I appreciate that. No drug ever, sober through and through. But, you know, for you, what's that like? You know, you got shit the next day, you're drinking that night out. And it almost necessarily might even feel like an obligation when you're out. And everyone's...
No, 100%, man. Because you've got everybody there, like, Q fucking...
hyping you up, dog. Like it's the frat life, bro.
Literally. Yeah. And it's a lot, dude. Like, I mean, I think that's what a lot of people get lost in out here, too. Is trying to get those connections and shit and just getting lost in the party and getting hooked on some dumb shit or, you know.
And then addiction's a whole nother struggle.
Yeah, that's a whole nother thing. But, yeah.
Yeah, bro. 19 years old, dealing with that, bro.
It's a struggle, bro.
I think
Still
the thing...
working on it.
Of course, bro. And I think we all are, and everything's a work in progress. You know, I like compound interest. You just try to be 1% better. Because if anyone... you try to cold turkey something, or you go from like 0 to 30%. That's not realistic for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Maybe for the outliers, but I think just aiming to be 1% better every day. Okay, maybe I cut back a little bit here. Maybe for me, bro, which helped with my self-care the most was going to the gym.
Yeah, dude.
You know, as an athlete, bro, that's like your stability, your schedule.
Really is. And bro, I need to go to the gym, bro.
Yeah, dog. You remember quarantine, bro, lifting in the other Bel Air crib? Y'all were on some shit, bro. You were ripped, bro.
Yeah, we were lifting back then, dude. Yeah, definitely got to get back in the gym.
I'm telling you, bro, I think the gym for me, I actually was talking to a couple of homies about this. The gym for me wasn't about my body, it was about my mind. And I didn't realize how much better I felt about myself, the confidence. And I think when you have that confidence, you stop caring about what people think about you, because you know what you have, you know what you worked for. And like I said, it was those 1% differences that made me who I am. And I think it's allowed me to deal with the media, my career, my relationships a lot better. It's literally going to the gym.
Yeah.
So
100%. Man, maybe I need to go to the fucking gym, dude.
Come with me, bro. Yeah, we'll find the turf and just bomb the football, dog.
I'm down. Yeah. We should. What's something that you're currently struggling with, and what steps are you taking to work through it?
Dude, I think we just talked about it. Like, I was talking about like schedules and stuff.
Schedules, structure.
For me, bro, like you guys, you know, you talked about partying every night. For me, it's like I'll go out with my friends who party, and then it'll be 2 a.m. I Ubered somewhere, and they're like, I might just sleep there at their place. And then I wake up at, you know, my homie's crib at, you know, 11 a.m., which I'm supposed to be up at 9:30 working out this. It's like, it's almost like you have the blueprint to success, but you're doing that networking like we talked about. And I think for me, I'm trying to find that balance of like networking and being with my friends and prioritizing those relationships,
100%,
but also working on myself. So I think the hardest thing for me right now is finding consistency in my schedule.
Yeah, the same, bro. I mean, you nailed that shit right on the fucking dot, dude.
Yeah.
Right on the damn head.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's much else I can really say.
I was going to say, I think a lot of people would probably relate to that.
Yeah, just getting that structure back in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Almost got to treat it like a 9 to 5.
Because, I mean, we keep going back to it, but, like, bro, since 16, I haven't had the fucking structure.
Yeah. And that's hard for someone growing up.
Yeah, dude. Like, you got to have that kind of shit, bro.
Because growing up, bro, your life before this was probably school.
Yeah, school.
Football,
come home. Homework, help my pops in the yard, whatever he needs.
Yeah.
Go to bed.
Be that good Carolina boy.
Yeah, you know? And then I come out here and it's like, bro, you can do fucking anything you want, really.
Bro, you could wake up, like, we talked about this, like, people think you wake up at 1, but, like, and that's not what we do every day, but, like, theoretically, it happens sometimes.
Yeah, you can.
You can. Yeah. And that's the thing is, like, you don't have anybody pushing you from behind, like, do this, get there.
Yeah,
it's like,
someone right there
you are
in
your
front
own
of you
train
being like, yo, do this. like we got to go do this today.
You got to fuel yourself, bro, and you got to be your own motivator. And I don't think many people.
And then, but then you've got to do that, and then you've also, like we said earlier, you just got everybody online
Putting their 2 cents in,
putting
bro.
their 2 cents in, thinking that they know what the fuck is going on.
Oh, if I was in his spot, I would have done this. Or why isn't he doing this? Or I don't think people understand the creative process, the toll it. Some days you just need a break.
Yeah, dude.
Some days you just
bro.
need a break,
I
bro.
just want to play video games.
I was just going to say, bro, I remember some days, bro, we would go over to y'all's crib and we would go up in
Yeah.
your room all the time.
I'm just fucking
and
Fortnite in the way,
I remember,
bro.
dude, Coop would put on a beat. Me and Jaden would be on by, like, you know, y'all's closet.
Yeah.
Cutting shirts up, singing,
Cutting
and I would
shirts
be on the
up.
bed just laying there on my phone freestyling, and you'd be playing Fortnite, and it was like, but those were my most relaxing days in those moments.
Dude. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you do need those.
So I
those
think
off
definitely
days.
consistency in the schedule, bro.
Yeah.
Because even though we weren't consistent in that moment, we saw the toll that it took on us.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I like this one. What's something that you wish more people understood about you or your experiences?
That I'm not an asshole, dude. I feel like people look at me and they're like scared to come up to me or
Get the rock and roll image.
yeah, like they look at me and they're like, oh well, he just like he thinks he's above everybody.
Yeah.
But like that's just not like like
Oh, dude, I get called like just by the way I look,
Yeah.
people think I'm a stereotypical
Yeah,
fuckboy.
man.
I'm such a mama's boy at heart too.
dude, I'm a lover, dude. I'm
Yeah,
a little lover boy,
1000%,
bro. Like
I think we bonded
and-
over that too. When we
Yeah,
met.
like I just cherish so much more personal shit, personal relationship shit, and like all the fucking. I just don't care about anything, bro. I just want to fucking sit like this and just fucking talk
Chop it up, bro.
and actually fucking hear how people are doing or have somebody actually fucking listen to me
1000%.
that isn't going like one ear and out the other.
Yeah.
You know what
it's
I'm
not just
saying?
bullshit. They like hanging out with you because what you have or who you are.
Yeah.
It's like you want, like for me, bro, I'm the same way. I want people
Yeah,
to
bro.
know, like, I feel like I don't show my personality on the internet.
Yeah, I don't either, and that's another thing that we could have fucking talked about.
Yeah.
Is fucking with the structure stuff. It's just like showing off who like I lost that aspect, bro. Like when I
You lose
first
a
started
piece of
social
yourself.
media, bro. Like I was going live. I was like fucking
You gotta be a robot sometimes. Too.
and like, and I just like once everybody you like have all that shit being said about you and like, you know, people think one thing and it's like, bro, when it's so much. You just can't fucking do it anymore.
It burns
And,
you
like,
up, bro.
That's like what I was saying earlier with like how I've changed. Like it's just like burn out, bro.
Do you get
And-
burnt, bro?
Oh, dude, so burnt out, bro. And like, yeah, I just wish people knew me like for like how I actually am, dude. Like,
Dude, that's how I feel,
'cause-
bro. It's like, I feel like, especially me and my twin brother, like, I definitely have a sense of humor that I don't think many people know about. Like, the witty comments are like, I'm just fucking around all the time, dog. I think we both know that. It's
Yeah,
like, I
dude.
don't show that side. And when I meet people, they're like, why don't you tell stories online? Or why don't you, like, show more of your personality? Because it's like,
It's a whole nother like.
it's, bro,
level
if
of
somebody
fucking-
followed me with a camera, like, I'd get the clips. You know what I mean? But
Yeah,
it's almost like I'm
that's what
doing
I'm
that with the
saying.
comfort of my friends and
Yeah,
family.
exactly,
So-
exactly, bro.
I think that some people, I wish they knew that, and I wish they knew, like, what you see isn't necessarily what you get. Like, I definitely have a bigger heart. My mom raised me amazingly. My dad had a big impact. My grandfather, who was adopted in my family, had an amazing impact. And I just want to make people feel understood. I want to leave them
Yeah,
better than I found
dude.
them. And I think
just help, bro.
a lot of people look at me who's like, not the biggest following compared to a lot of people, but I'm in the circle with you guys.
Yeah,
And like,
yeah.
I think that's because of the way you guys treat me and how I treat you. And like, we understand that it's not about a fucking number on a
it's
screen. Nobody
not,
gives a
bro.
shit about that.
No one gives a shit,
It's
bro.
about we relate to each other, we fuck with each other, like is a brotherhood there. Or like even when I was living with the girls who were like sisters to me, there's a sense of security, like you can come and talk to me, or if you don't feel comfortable, like I'll have that conversation with somebody else.
Yeah.
And like I just
Yeah.
want to be that mediator for people and like just I think we both know like we
Exactly,
love
bro.
love, bro.
It's the same, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Love, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny that you say that. I was with Kelly Osbourne. Like she
Awesome.
she helps me out a lot with like the music and just like giving me input or like ideas.
Yeah.
And I was leaving her house the other day and she was like asked me, she was like, Are you with a new girlfriend, right? And I was like, yeah, dude, I fucking love it. And she was
Awesome,
like,
bro.
She was like, oh, you love. I know you do.
Yeah.
And I was like,
You can tell, bro, like,
I was
bro.
like, I love it.
I was like, bro, the first time I met you, bro, you were the first one to follow me on social media, out of
Yeah.
your whole group. And I remember first time I met y'all, bro, like I had a great interaction with all of y'all. Like you guys took me in no matter where I was in the house. Yeah, it's like I remember even there was like a rule at your crib once, like during quarantine, like people weren't allowed over.
Yeah, it was.
I was coming over. We were working out in the garage, remember?
Yeah.
Like I was still coming through, and you guys were like, "Nah, you can come." Like you know what I mean? It was just cool. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
But I remember when I met you, bro, I was like, "Bro, this kid is such like an upbeat person." I feel like not many people get that right away, bro.
Nah, they don't.
You know what I mean?
They don't.
I think you should share that, bro, because
Yeah.
it's powerful. Don't drain yourself doing it.
But like you said though, dude, it's like
it's hard.
I'm like that with my fucking homies,
Yeah.
like and like people that I'm really comfortable around.
And sometimes
So,
on the
like you
contrary, it's
said-
good to preserve that for your
Yeah,
friends and family.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Because then you're not giving everybody everything of you. And you're keeping
100%. But in this industry, like you gotta fucking let them see that stuff,
Yeah.
and that's like a big mental battle with like opening up to that
right.
kind of shit. So
Because you feel like we talked about that, you feel like you lose a piece of yourself if you share too much.
yeah.
And I think we're both probably still getting pieces of ourselves back.
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah.
1000%. Slowly but surely.
And them schedules gonna help.
Going to the gym, baby.
Yeah.
All right. How have your relationships been affected by your struggles? Oh shit.
Wow, bro. Okay, so for me, I want to disclaim this first, and then I'll give a quick synopsis. The people who stood by me, even when I was a bad person to be around or hard to be around, not necessarily bad, stayed for a reason. And those are the people that I want in my life regardless. The people that left, they left for a reason. Everything happens for a reason.
100%, dude.
But
Big believer.
when I got into a relationship, especially when people know about it, I almost prioritized it a lot more. Like, bro, even over some family relationships, over some friendships, and I
Everything.
think, dude, I think for a while my friends didn't even see me.
I would walk. Oh yeah, dude. I mean, yeah.
Just-
I mean, I think
You're prioritizing your partner, man. Like,
Yeah,
your girl.
dude. I mean, I would walk straight out of fucking sessions. I would just be. I would not say fucking anything, bro. Like with a super respected like producer, top liner, writer.
Dude, I was leaving some sessions early to go hang with my girl, bro.
Yeah. Like, I would just walk straight out of sessions.
I was leaving sessions early to go be with my girl, bro.
Yeah. Just but I wouldn't say shit, like, cause it was like that whole situation, that mess was crazy.
Bro. Well, we dated within a group.
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah, we did. Yeah,
And I think we have a similar experience.
Everyone was connected.
Yeah.
There, so.
And like, not any shade to anybody. Like,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
always
no,
love. I
no,
want to put
it's
that out there.
always
Like,
love, yeah.
I'm happy for everybody's success. I want, like, at one point in my life, they meant a lot to me, and I'm sure they meant a lot to
Yeah.
you. And that love is always gonna
Always.
float.
Yeah.
And I want them to know that like we're happy for their success and like everything like that.
Yeah.
But I think, and I'm sure they have something similar to, like, a lot of people don't understand, like, it's not necessarily them. Sometimes it's the public. What that takes a toll on you mentally.
Yeah.
Like, what did that relationship do for you mentally? Like, was it hard to like prioritize a relationship and your work and social media?
Yeah. I mean, at that time it was really. I've gotten a lot better at it, but I mean, I was 16 and 17 during that era, so it was like, yeah, trying to balance that was really hard. Did
it ever feel like a married life to you?
Yeah.
Right, bro? Because you kind of wake up, do your work, and then you like prioritize that relationship.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's what.
It sounds like you were saying though. Sometimes it was just like straight prioritize the fucking whoever it was. You know what I'm saying, and not yourself at all.
Yeah.
Like like I said, it was just walking straight out of sessions, and like that was big fucking deals. You know what I'm saying? Like that's like
You can burn bridges like that. Bro.
yeah, burn hella bridges.
I did burn a
and-
bridge like that. Unfortunately.
Yeah. I've definitely burnt bridges because of relationships and just how much of a caring person I am.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Dude, I was so worried about what the public would say about me at one point. Like, necessarily not even the truth, bro. Like, just like making stuff up. Rumor of the day, bro, or like who I'm caught hanging around
All
with. I'm
that
like, why
shit.
does it matter if I'm content and we're both happy in the relationship? And it's like, I honestly feel like there was a lot of times where problems were created within my relationships that we didn't start.
Didn't even need to be
It
there.
didn't even necessarily exist. You hit the nail on the head. It's like,
Yeah, 100%.
and I think a lot of, maybe good things can come to an end rather abruptly because of it, because you're young, there's a sense of immaturity on both ends, and you don't know how to handle these things. But like, who would?
Yeah.
I don't even think people who are 30, 35, 40 would have known what to do in those steps.
No.
You know?
Not with the public.
Like for me, bro, I
Shit.
remember at one point in my relationships, like just being vulnerable with it, like especially going through like breakups or like what the media was saying to me. Dude, it took a vast toll on me. I wasn't eating. I had lost like 10 pounds at one point. Like I would have my mom call me and be like, "Hey, like your face looks."
It was like the complete opposite for me.
Dude, they were like, "Your face looks sunken." Yeah, see, bro, some people cope different ways. But my mom would she's like, "You look like you're losing weight. Like I want to make sure, like just being an awesome mom, checking up on me." And like, dude, I remember there was times where I would be going through it. My mom would have to come fly out and like, just make sure I'm mentally well, bro, because I didn't want to be alone with my like thoughts and things like that at that point. And it wasn't even necessarily what someone did to me. It was like the false perception of a million eyes.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah, it was like, how are you going to paint me a bad guy if you don't know all the...
Yeah, I mean, that was
sometimes you walk through hell and backwards for somebody, and like they paint you to be like, this happened because of you. It's like, no, bro, like...
Exact same thing happened
you
for
know,
me.
like imagine, I wish some people kind of got to understand like the toll that takes on you, because I remember my sleeping schedule was off. I wasn't eating.
Fuck.
I didn't want to work out. I was unmotivated. Dude, I would wake up to like, 30, 40 texts, 10 missed calls. I didn't get back to anybody.
Yeah.
I lost a lot of friends for a while because I didn't want to water those plants. And, and obviously I don't let that happen anymore. I've realized that like the media or no person is worth losing family over. But like I said, I've been blessed to rekindle all those. And like I've had those people come back in my life, which are amazing. But at the same time, the people who stayed and took care of me, even when I was a hard person to be around, I'll cherish those for life. And I think there was an amazing lesson that came out of it.
1000%, man.
Yeah. All right, this kind of relates to my last answer. What's a mistake that you've made in the past that you've learned a valuable lesson from?
Fuck.
Dude, you're so young too, bro. I'm like so like interested in your answers because like I went through this. I started with where you're at right now. And I know if I was 16, I think I would have. I think, bro, I got to give you a round of applause because I think if I was 16, I would have fucked up a lot more,
Oh, yeah, dude.
Especially with like whatever it was, maturing. So you've done a good job, but like, what's one of the mistakes that you think you've learned a valuable lesson from?
Fuck. I don't know, dude. I just like, I've just learned a lot in the past years. Just like to not, I don't really have like a specific thing, because honestly, the past years living out here on my own is like a blur. So I'm gonna be honest, I don't really fucking remember much.
You just move forward.
I just keep fucking going. I just keep trucking. But I don't know. I guess the main thing that I've learned in general here is just let loose.
Yeah.
Just like
That's
you gotta
good, bro.
stop fucking caring.
Don't
so
focus
much
on the
about,
past. Don't stress the
what
future.
motherfuckers say.
Yeah, bro. That's a mature thing for a 19-year-old to say. I think a lot of people are infatuated with the public opinion or local friends' opinions, and
yeah, I've just kind of definitely learned to just fucking just let it go, dude. Like there's no fucking
fly
reason.
swat that shit,
dude.
bro. I think for me, bro, my biggest thing was like when I moved out here, I didn't grow up in a church. I wasn't like some people have those crazy like religious upbringings. I didn't have that. Like I played football on Sundays.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if church was at 9, I had to be at the field at 8. There was no way I was making it.
Yeah.
And I think when I was like, I left high school and stuff, which I went to a Christian prep school for sports and stuff like that. And I always heard this conversation about God, and I got really close with God in this time when I was like moving through the ranks of social media and gaining 500,000 followers in a week and hitting 1 million followers by the time you're 19. And I think for me it was when I moved out here, I lost sight of that. Like I was more worried about who am I around tonight. Like it was almost like worldly matters and not a godly matter. When I lost that, first and foremost, I started living for the world and not for God or myself. And I think I threw a lot of the good things about me away, like my discipline or my work ethic at the time, or like just faith. Because if I didn't have faith in God, I didn't have faith in people, I didn't have faith in myself.
Yeah, exactly.
So I think over the years, I think a lot of my followers see this too. I'm not here to push religion down anyone's throat at all. But, I think for me, it's helped me a lot mentally. And it's fulfilled something in me that
just
materialism couldn't.
That you feel like you're constantly working towards something, dude.
Exactly, bro. And like no matter how many times I screw up, I have an entity that loves me no matter what. And it's such a fulfilling feeling, I think. And like I said, that's my personal experience. I'm not here to push that on anybody, but I think the more that I've gotten that back, and now I'm going to like a Bible study once a week, or I'll go to church on a Sunday, like it has grounded me. And it's bigger than just the religion.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie, in this whole thing you're like giving, because all of this stuff is like, it's funny that we're talking about all of it because I'm still struggling with a fuck ton of shit. So a lot of the stuff that you're saying is just like, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go fucking.
No, you gotta remember. Like,
I'm gonna go fucking do that.
Me and you, bro, were like, the apple don't fall far from the tree. Athletes, good families, like we were definitely like music in a lot of ways, and which is awesome. Is like you've helped me a lot when I came here. It's like I remember I'm 22 now. I got 3 years on you. A lot happens. Trust me, I changed astronomically. It wasn't linear, but dude, trust me. At one point, it was like you jump, and so dude, anything that I can do to help you, bro, I'd be happy to, even if it's just sharing these answers. But I'm telling you, if you can just find something. I was talking to Jaden about this too, you know, when everything was going on, maybe he was on tour or whatever. We were talking about playing basketball because me and him have just been talking about like hooping for a while. And I told him, I was like, bro, it's not even about loving the sport. It's not even about doing it because you have fun with it. It's about, it reminds you of who you were before this shit. Like when I play basketball, when I play football, when I play video games, dude.
Video games.
That's like a child at heart again.
I'm so addicted, bro. Like, I love video games. It's like the biggest escape for me ever.
It is, bro.
Ever. And
it's like you're like a child at heart. It's like you remember those days when you get home and nothing else mattered but that game.
Bro. I'm getting straight on. Get off the bus,
bro.
Run down the fucking street.
Yeah, bro. Fuck the backpack, dog. You know what I mean? Bro, when I got
shoes flying off while I'm running. Yeah, swear to God.
I remember when I was dead ass, dude. Like, I remember, bro. Those days were
because I had my brother's hand me down, so it's just fucking.
Dude, I had my twin brother, so me and him were in this together. We were like, bro, I'm gonna go home, be the Falcons, you're gonna be the Cowboys, and we're gonna duke it out on Madden 08, dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's it was a good time, bro. But I think not only for a mental health aspect, it's not just an escape, but it reminds you of who you were before all this. And like I said, it's like every matter of the world just leaves.
Yeah, 100%.
I think we can relate on that.
Yep. What self-care practices have been most helpful?
I mean, I brushed on the gym, but I think I want to really reiterate on when I told you when I was going through that relationship, I didn't talk to nobody, and that spiraled me into a dark hole.
Oh, yeah, man.
And I think for me, the best thing that I did.
I get that.
Bro, I saw a therapist for a bit. That helped a ton, and it helped me get out. And then I was talking to my family. Like, dude, I was on phone calls with my mom, who shouts to you, Mom, because I don't know where I'd be without her. I was on the phone with her for like 4 to 5 hours, or I'd talk to my brother, and I'm blessed to have a twin brother. I'll talk to him for 2 to 3 hours, or my best friend Mitch, we'd be on the phone for an hour just going back and forth. I think if it's not therapy, you got to find somebody that feels like that. Maybe it's music, maybe it's church, maybe it's a group for you. But for me, I think seeking help for me helped the most. And I think we have Coop's advice now. There's a lot of people dealing with that where they'll go into, a Discord with 200,000 people going through something similar. And I think I mentioned this earlier. It's just like every human's fundamental. They just want to feel understood. Yeah. They just want to, you want to leave them better than you found them. And I think for me, talking to people really brought me out of that hole because it made me realize, I'm not 100%. alone. I'm not alone. Like there's people out there that sometimes, you listen to a song and the artist writes it better than you could depict it.
Literally.
And you're like, bro, someone else is going through that. It brought me peace. And even with God and stuff, casting my anxiety on him and stuff, that helped a lot. But especially it was my family and my friends, like people like y'all, I could talk to and feel like I had an outlet. So I would encourage anybody going through it to really talk to somebody they trust or seek professional help if you don't have that.
Doesn't even have to be a therapist, man. Just just talk. You know what I'm saying?
1,000%.
It does help a lot, especially for me. I mean, still going through all that shit and struggling to stay motivated and all of that stuff. I will say talking is definitely one of the biggest fucking things. And just because I mean, you don't know what other people are going through as well. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They could be going through the same fucking thing, if not worse. Yeah. So, just talking to.
You find talking to people really calms you down?
Yeah. Knowing that I'm not fucking crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's what I'm saying, bro. When I found out other people were going through not just something similar, but the exact same thing, I was like, it brought peace over me. I was like, dude, maybe I'm not as crazy as I think I am.
Yeah, because that's a big thing with me, bro. I beat the fuck out of myself, bro. Yeah. I'm looking in the mirror and I'm like, bro, what the fuck?
Who the hell are you, bro? Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck? I wake up, I'm like, what the fuck are you doing, dude?
Yeah,
you gotta go do something.
Dude, I'll eat really poorly one day. That was another thing too, eating for me helped. Like I said, going to the gym and eating well, because I knew if I could control basically what I put into my body, I could control what comes out of my body. Yeah. In terms of discipline. So it's if I know I'm taking care of myself physically and emotionally, then I know when I speak, okay, I'm thinking before I speak. I'm not acting on impulse. It's not and I think a lot of things, I think this will help people with certain things, is you don't necessarily have to change your thoughts. You can't control what you're thinking about, but you can control your relationship with them. So it's like if I had a dark thought, it wasn't let me act on that. Now it was, that's not who I am. It's a bad day, not a bad life. In addition to the gym, bro, I think eating goes hand in hand with that. And I think that helped me a lot was obviously, you know, your gut controls things in your mind and things like that. But not only that, like if I could control what was going in my body and I could control what I put in, like, you know, having discipline and working out, I could control what comes out. So it's like, if I had that discipline and I know what I'm fueling myself with, then I can think before I speak. I'm not gonna be as tired. I'm not gonna be, you know, as brain dead that day. Maybe I'm gonna be able to speak about something in a manner that I'm proud of and I'm encouraged to do. And I think what happens with your thoughts, like I like to say, is like, you're not defined by what you think about, and it's not changing your thoughts because you can't control what you think about, but it's more or less changing your relationship with the thoughts. So I think there's a lot of happy people that go through a depressed time and they think, oh, I'm a depressed human. It's like, you might be going through a season of depression, but you're not who your thoughts are. Change your relationship with it. So when you acknowledge, like, I had a dark thought, I'm not gonna act on it. I know that I'm conscious of it, I'm aware of it, but who am I? And how can I change that? So it's like, I know when I was going through a bad time, bro, and I had these dark thoughts, I always said to myself, sunshine always comes after rain. I was like, it can't storm forever. And I've seen people get out of bigger and worse things. And so when I started talking to people, I realized, oh my gosh, sometimes, you know, my problems might be minuscule compared to them, or mine might be much bigger than theirs. And it's not about comparing the problem, but it's understanding that there's triumph after trial. And I think for a lot of people, changing their relationships with their thoughts would help them a lot, because they can understand that, like we said, we're not crazy, or I'm not this dark side of myself. I am still that ray of light for other people, but I just need to navigate this and change my perspective, because I think perspective is everything. It's the whole glass half empty versus half full. All right, bro. Where are you at now? Like, what are you currently struggling with? Like, what's something you want to share?
I don't know. I'd say my biggest struggle right now is staying motivated completely.
How do you feel as a human?
Lost. Not gonna lie. Like I was saying earlier, before I moved out here, and right whenever I first moved out here, bro, I was just hungry, bro. I was just like, I want this shit. I want to do this shit. Like, I was doing whatever it took, bro. Like, I was posting like 5 or 6 times a day, twice on Instagram a day, like, just fucking nuts. I was going crazy. And then, like, I don't know, dude. Just like everyone taking the toll, going through all those public relationships and the things that people say on social media, in my comments specifically, is fucking horrible, dude. Like,
you still get a lot of hate today?
Yeah. Just or it's like whenever like I post something, it's like, what happened to this kid? Like, bro, that shit sucks, dude.
Yeah.
Like, not that fuck.
How does that make you feel,
bro?
bro?
Saying? Bro, fucking sucks, dude. Makes you feel like a fucking, I don't know. Just like down.
It just drags you down.
Dude, yeah, it's so bad.
I don't think people understand the power of words.
Yeah, it fucking sucks. Cause like I was saying, like, it's also like, if people just knew what I stood for, actually, too.
Dude, you're one of the best people I've met out here, bro.
Dude.
I'm not even saying this because we're sitting down. Like, you and I, bro, we catch up every so often. But like, bro,
I mean,
I'll always remember that first interaction I had.
Yeah.
He's so welcoming, dog. He's like, I wish people knew. And I think I don't think you do a bad job of showing it at all. I think people just have their made up thoughts. And like we talked about too, like, a lot of people sometimes project their own reality. So if they're not happy with themselves, if they're frustrated, if they're angry, they'll put that on you, and they'll blame you for things that they're not comfortable with addressing in themselves. And I think it's important for people to know that a lot of the times, like, if someone's hating on you, sometimes you just got to show them a little bit of empathy. Don't fight fire with fire. Water puts out fire. Understand they're going through something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I mean, I'd say the main thing right now is just fucking staying motivated. Like, that shit. I don't know what happened, where it went. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think it's just that over time it kind of just deteriorates.
Fucking deteriorates like bad. And it's like, not that I hate what I'm doing, bro. I fucking love what I'm doing, and I want to touch everybody that I can. You know what I'm saying? I mean, cause you've heard the music, bro. Like, it's a good fucking time.
Dude,
like,
you're fucking talented, bro.
It helps people, and
I got a whole note of your shit.
Yeah. But
I was showing
just-
Alex our text
just-
earlier. I was like, look at me and Q's text. We go through. It's just like 9 of your songs,
just
bro.
hella songs.
So talented, bro. And the things that, bro, I remember, I think I shared this with you when I first started. I won't say the title or anything for your privacy, but it was one of your slower songs. And I had heard it, and I was like, and you said this is like the last time I'll write about a certain situation.
Yeah.
And
I know this song.
dude, I cried to that shit because I remember when I went through something publicly, I felt like nobody understood me, but I knew you would went through something similar with, you know, and it really spoke to me, and I was like, dang, bro, this kid's a heart of gold, and I think you're finally gonna share who you are through your music.
Yeah, that's the main thing that really, I guess, keeps me going is the music. I just have, especially like with
It's
shit
like your therapy, bro.
Yeah, and like with how hard shit is right now, like I had a label dropped.
Really?
Yeah, they dropped Black in November. Really not even because of like the how well the project was doing. It was just like for the new year they just cut off a bunch of people on the roster, like A&Rs and everything.
Of course, yeah.
Because of budget.
A bunch of layoffs.
Yeah, a bunch of layoffs. So I got dropped, and so it's just like.
Sorry about that, bro, but understand when God closes one door, a better one opens.
Big one opens. But that's like I go to like I was telling you about Kelly Osbourne and just like all those older people that I know in the music industry or producers and shit. They're always just like, dude, Q, like this shit's hard, but like fucking, you got it, bro. You just gotta just keep making music. That's what they like. Every one of them, they're just like, just promise me you won't stop making music, and I'm like. Yeah, that's the only thing that can keep me going right now.
It's the first time I've really seen you orchestrate your emotions, like, through and through. Like, I've seen you talk about things that bother you, but, like, I think you're such a empathetic person, or, like, that you almost look to make sure that, like, you're not putting too much on someone else. And I think your music tells your story.
I that's another big thing for me. Like you were just saying, like, I don't like putting my problems on anyone else. I keep it to myself, and that shit fucking kills.
It's not healthy sometimes, bro. It's like a
kills
volcano, bro.
Yeah.
Because think about it. If you, as a volcano, if you micro-erupted every single day, it would be little things that you deal with. But volcanoes, bro, when they build up over the course of 8 years and then they erupt, it destroys everything around it, including itself. So it's like, that's how people always like.
That's literally kind of what it is right now. Just trying to fucking find that thing to get my spark back and fucking go, dude. But the music is the only thing that I can be like, this is what I want people to hear from me.
Dude, I think it's about finding who you were before this shit, bro. I'm telling you, you work out, you eat your whatever it is that you like, and, you know, not only just going to the gym, but like maybe it's football, maybe it's watching football.
Yeah, for
I know
real.
damn well you a little bit happier during football season.
Oh, yeah.
So red zone Sundays,
Football
bro.
Sundays, dude.
Yeah.
Come on now. Get me some Little Caesar stuffed crust.
Yeah, for them $5
In that
pizza, go
bitch.
down.
I'm in that
Bro.
bitch. But yeah, I mean, I guess that's the main thing right now is just trying to fucking stay motivated, that structure that we kept talking about. Yeah.
For me, bro, I think I opened up about this online. It was like the OCD that I kind of touched upon earlier. And for me, is like I went through and saw like a big psychologist when I was younger and doctors, and they had showed my mom like a picture of my brain, and most people's brain.
See, that's another thing, dude, is I like where I'm from, like Georgia area, like that area is like for mental health and like that kind of stuff. They're just like,
they brush it up, be a tough guy.
yeah, they're like, be tough. Like, so I never was diagnosed. I've never went anywhere to be tested. So like I'm constantly stuck, and I'm like, what the fuck? Because I don't know. I don't actually know.
Sometimes knowing can help, bro. It's like
if
you sit and ponder on one question all day long, like you're gonna eat yourself alive, and you're gonna create scenarios that don't exist, and you're gonna make up answers, and you know, just try to find remedies for things that might not even be the problem. And like when I was 13, like I was going through such a hard time. My mom had realized, and she had brought me to see a doctor because I finally wanted to see one. You know, I was the same way for the longest. I was like, there's nothing wrong with me. And, so they showed her a scan of 2 photos. It was like the normal person's brain, and it's like yellow, like there's green, yellow, and red. And yellow shows tension, red shows like aggravation, and like green shows like peace. And my brain was like flaming hot red. And he was like, my mom was like, her jaw dropped, and he was like, is your son like, is he not doing well mentally? And he's like, and she explained what was going on, but she was like, no, he just like, he's pretty happy outside of this stuff, and I was. And I had found out that my brain would almost harness information, and it's like kind of like clinical overthinking the way it was put. It was like, I hear something, and then I process 1,000 different informations. The doctor said it was like, imagine having 1,000 tabs open in a computer, but you're not lost. You don't know which one's which. It's like this.
Yeah.
So it's like my mind was always working. So like even in school, I didn't study for tests. If my teacher was talking, I could hear it and go. I think that's what freestyling comes from. Is like my brain can process things.
It makes so much sense.
But a lot of people didn't understand is like, as much as that's a blessing, man, imagine all the things that I heard growing up that I didn't want to stick.
Yeah.
And like,
or just
and that's why I'm
about-
sober, bro. Imagine the things that I saw dealing with, a family that came from addiction and stuff. And it hurt me to see, whether it was uncles, cousins, best friends, family friends dying or watching them, hurt themselves over certain things. And I had heard these stories when I was young, and I remember being in the 5th grade. Dude, I don't even think I've ever talked about this online. I was in the 5th grade, and my friends started drinking and doing drugs, or like some of them, not all of them. Of course, it's pretty young.
Same.
But in middle school, it picked up. And I remember being a 5th grader. I was sleeping at my grandparents' house, and I was crying to my grandfather. I was like, I don't want to do drugs. Like, I don't want to drink. Like, what 11-year-old says that?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
he
was like comforting me. He was like, you're not have to.
Dude.
And I remember I went home that Sunday, and I was like, I walked up to my mom, who has been through a lot with her family and that stuff, and I was like, Mom, I promise you, I will never do a drug in my life. And for the people that don't know, that is the reason I haven't touched anything. I made a promise with my brother to my mom when I was 11, and I've held it ever since.
Oh, yeah.
And the best way that I've coped with all these things has been my religion. Like I said, because I didn't know who to cast my anxiety on, because I didn't want to hurt people.
Yeah.
But when I started speaking to people, it helped. But like when I found like a God that allowed me to put my anxiety there, or like speak to the earth when it seems like no one's around, it gave me peace. But in addition to that, like I said, I tried therapy, and speaking to my family and close friends, like I talked about micro erupting and not this big explosion. Bro, sometimes I just need to talk to somebody to feel like I'm understood and not crazy.
Yeah.
And like, for me, it's not a therapist, it's a family member.
Same.
But it's helped me so much, and I would encourage anybody to at least try speaking to somebody, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I don't struggle for my mental health like I did when I was 13, because I found the remedy, and I'm so blessed as a 22-year-old to say that, because a lot of people struggle for more than 10 years. And it's like, I'm happy I know I have something I believe in. I have a family I can count on. And I've learned just through trial and error that how to deal with things. Like if someone tells me something and I hyperfixate on it, I'm like, just let it go. Like when I was 16, it used to be like, okay, what's that mean? How do I answer it? And it was like, this OCD wasn't just like, I need my closet to be organized. At this point, because I didn't have that, it was a different type, which was like, okay, here's a problem. Here's 50 solutions. Let's pick the best one. And your mind gets so cooked, bro. It gets burnt out. So it's like, once I learned how to let things go and cast my anxiety and talk to family, bro, and trying therapy, it fucking made the biggest difference in the world. So I'd encourage anybody to just speak to somebody. It helps a lot more than I know. Bro, even like seeing you today is like so good. Like I said, we catch up every so often, but like.
That's what I was saying earlier. When I was like, I'm just taking this shit in because it helps. It's helping me a lot right now. Sometimes
it's through unfortunate circumstance, like with the whole Coop and everything. Like, may rest in peace, bro. We love you, dog. But dude,
fuck, man, I love that guy.
I got this ring for him right here, bro. Them butterflies. But you got the tattoos, bro, and like it gives me the chills just talking about it. But although it's unfortunate, like there's a legacy to carry on, and I think what he left behind, bro, like he already had such a great impact on the people closest to him, and I think millions of people are seeing that right now. So as unfortunate as it is that we're meeting over this, like I'm happy that there's something positive that comes out to it, and we can all credit it to him being such a caring person.
And that's what he would want, man.
It would, bro. Like we knew all the plans that he talked about.
Bro.
Listen, dog.
That little, he's like the most fucking.
Bro, he had an energy I've never met in my life, dude.
This is fucking aura, bro. It's so lit.
You know what I love, bro? Is like.
I mean, like the first time I met the kid, dude, I had nowhere to stay. It was Playlist Live, nowhere to fucking stay. And I had somewhere to stay, but it was like 30 minutes away from the event, and I was like with my parents. It's like my first ever media event, bro. I don't want to fucking stay with my parents.
Dude, you want to live that.
And I ran into Cooper in the lobby, and he introduced himself. I introduced myself. He was like, so what are you doing here? I was like, I don't know, man. It's my first time here. I was like, well, you got somewhere to stay?
This was my third day up here, bro.
Yeah. He was like, you got somewhere to stay? And I was like, yeah, with my parents. And he was like, fuck that, bro. Just come stay with me. Literally within like 5 minutes of us meeting each other, he was like, come
I remember, bro. Same thing. I met him, and he was like, bro, like, he's like, I fuck with you, bro. And I was like, what you mean, bro? He's like, I fuck with you, bro. You know how he would say it, bro? He looked at me, bro, like almost like mad powerful, like, I fuck with you. And I was like, and we just started talking, because he knew me and Sab's dynamic of like brother sister,
Yeah.
and he was like so respectful of everything, and like I think Sab saw that we kind of hit it off, and we started spending more time. And I remember there were some days where Anna, like, I didn't have my car out here. Coop was too young; he didn't have it. He didn't have his car, and you guys would be in the studio like recording, like we talked about earlier.
Yep.
And Cooper would go up to Anna and he'd be like, "Can Christian take your car and drive us to the studio?" And me and him would pull up on you guys, dude.
Yeah,
So
dude.
I'm happy that we're